MoistCr1tikal has that long, iconic hair that we all know and love. But it hasn't always been this way. He started off with very short hair and it took him around 2 whole years to grow it out to where it is today. So in this video, I'm going to show you each stage of his hair growth journey and what you can do to make your hair grow as fast as possible. And for stage number 1, we have short hair Charlie, aka pre-Jesus Charlie. In this stage, you need to set the foundation right from the start. If you're in this stage right now, you're probably noticing it's really easy to manage and can even look pretty stylish. But this isn't the look we're going for. During this stage is when you need to take care of your hair, and more specifically, your scalp. Why the scalp, you may ask? When you massage your scalp, you're stimulating blood flow to your hair follicles, which means that you're giving your hair's roots that vital nutrients that it needs. This increased circulation can jumpstart the hair growth process. A healthy scalp maintains the right amount of sebum. Sebum is that good natural oil that your hair produces. And the reason this is so nice is because this will nourish your hair and prevent it from drying out or breaking. A well-nourished scalp helps your hair follicles stay strong and active, which means they'll produce hair more effectively. So now that you know why you need to be taking care of your scalp, here are the 3 ways you can do that during this stage. The first thing you need to be doing, as I mentioned previously, is massaging your scalp. And I want you guys to do this while you're shampooing your hair. And you can do this all just by using your fingertips. Just apply gentle pressure to your scalp and then move them in a circular motion. Aim for about 3 to 5 minutes and do this a few times a week. Sulfates can strip your hair and scalp of natural oils, which can then lead to dryness and potential damage. Sulfate-free shampoos are way more gentle and will preserve your hair's health. And then finally, you have to have a balanced diet. You can't forget that your diet plays a huge role in your scalp's health. You need to be consuming foods that are rich in vitamin A, E, and minerals like zinc and iron. A meal you should have that includes most of these vitamins is steak with a sweet potato. Stage 2 was when Charlie had a regular hair length. So if you're in this stage, your hair is growing, but you're nowhere near its full potential. And in this stage is when you want to focus on maintaining and enhancing the quality of your hair. And how do you do that? Hydration. The reason it's essential to stay hydrated during this stage? Moisture balance. Your hair is made up of a protein called keratin, which is very sensitive to moisture levels. Having proper hydration will ensure that your hair's moisture level is balanced and will stay away from that dryness and brittleness. Scalp health. A healthy, hydrated scalp will increase your likeliness of hair growth by like 50. But a dry scalp will result in flakiness, itchiness, and it'll definitely affect the rate of which your hair grows. Hair elasticity. Hydrated hair is more elastic and less prone to breakage, which makes it way easier to style and to manage. In order to achieve proper hydration, you need to up the amount of water you're consuming. You should aim to drink at least 8 glasses of water a day. Moisturizing hair products. You need to be using products that promote moisture retention. So what I would suggest is to start using a leave-in conditioner. Leave-in conditioners will help lock in that moisture all throughout the day. Limit harsh hair treatments. At this stage, you want to minimize the use of harsh chemicals, heat styling, and excessive styling products that can actually dehydrate your hair. Start embracing more natural and gentle hair care routines, like pat drying your hair and only using a small amount of styling products. Stage number 3, and you're doing great because now you're at the stage where Charlie had medium length hair. And medium length hair is great, but it is a lot more prone to damage because of its length. So during this stage, you really need to focus in on eating a healthy diet. Now I know we've briefly been over this back in the first stage, but your diet in this stage is different. Your diet in this stage should be focused on nothing but high protein meals. Because like I said previously, your hair is primarily composed of a protein called keratin. And in order to have the strongest hair possible, you need to be eating your protein. So this means you need to figure out what your main source of protein is going to be for breakfast, lunch, and dinner. But I already got you covered, and I'm gonna make it real simple for you. For breakfast, you should be having eggs. For lunch, you should have either chicken or turkey. And for dinner, have any sort of fish of your choice. Moving on to stage number 4, you now technically have long hair, but it's not peak moist critical level yet. So in this stage, you need to focus on still growing it out, but making sure it's remaining healthy. So that means now is the time you must trim your hair. You're probably thinking, whoa, didn't you literally just say you need to grow it longer? Why would I cut it? Preventing split ends. Split ends are an extremely common issue with long hair. They occur when the ends of your hair are split into 2 or more strands. And if you decide not to trim them, they can travel up your hair shaft, causing nothing but breakage and damage. So I'd say start going and getting your hair trimmed once every 8 to 12 weeks. And that's not even to mention, trimming your hair will make it look so much healthier and better. And when you go to get it trimmed, you want to make sure you go to a professional hairstylist because they'll know how to cut it that preserves the length but cut the damaged ends. Congratulations, you have now made it to moist critical level. This is amazing, but now you need to make sure you maintain this hair and keep it looking good. So this means I want you to start using hair masks. Long hair, especially at this stage, can be extremely likely to get dry and frizzy. And hair masks will provide that deep hydration and help lock in moisture, making your hair soft, smooth, and amazing looking. And they can also repair your damaged hair. I'd recommend using a hair mask once a week and pay attention to your hair's response because everyone's different, so you can decide if you want to do even more or less. You also need to make sure you're using the right hair mask for you. If you have really frizzy hair, look for a mask that works with frizzy hair. Or maybe you have really damaged hair, look for a mask that deals with damaged hair. So once you found the right product for you, you now need to apply it correctly. You'll apply the mask to clean, damp hair and leave it on for about 3 to 5 minutes and then rinse it out, making sure you get all the product out. You should immediately notice that your hair feels more shiny and healthy. And that, guys, is the 5 stages Moist Critical went through to get his long, beautiful hair he has today. If you want to check out how to get more voluminous, textured hair, check it out right here. And if you want to check out 5 of the most common hair myths, check it out right here. I'll see y'all in the next one.